Well, this will be fun.
Dude, we're gonna lose.
I doubt it. Hey, Anna, Nano Blade. Let's go.
Just gonna skip ahead a bit.
Team that you were playing on, C.
So, yeah.
Okay, so this comp is actually pretty solid. Be better with Zarya, but this guy thinks he's a pro hog, so he's gonna play hog. You have a hit scan, so you gotta think about where everyone's gonna be kind of positioned. In theory, Roadhog, Ryan are together. Ana's behind them. Lucio's kind of with Roadhog and Ryan. Soldier can protect Ana. So, although you're fine in this comp, your positioning is always gonna be. You're gonna have to be the most careful, right? So you're gonna kind of want to be playing close to shield, not necessarily behind it. But see, if you had like a monkey and diva, you could play a lot more aggressively because when you dive in, you wouldn't be alone. But if you dive in with this comp, and they don't necessarily push with you, you can, you can put yourself in a lot of 1v2, 1v3 situations. So you have to be extremely careful. And essentially in this comp, you kind of want to just play poke Genji. You're just playing for ult, you're playing for value, and you're only really dashing in when you guarantee know you can clean up a kill.
This game. We're gonna see now.
Why is he getting talking about C9?
We're gonna lose, dude. We got covered.
Okay, so that reflect, not really needed. Reflect is all about just kind of patience and a bit of mind games. Like, you can just poke them out, and every time you think that you should reflect, you can probably usually wait like another second or two. And generally the whole team wasn't here, so you wanna reflect like 6 people's damage. You know what I mean? You wanna get like just as much value from it as possible. Think of it kind of like a Zarya bubble or a Rhine shield at times. You can save your team poke damage, you know what I mean? You're saving your Rhine from taking shield damage. You're saving your Zarya bubble, so you kind of do it in between to just mitigate how much your team has to heal. So here it didn't really do much.
Oh yeah, corn. We're gonna lose.
So this was good that you checked here. So say you were holding that choke, checking here and kind of spamming from an off angle is always good. But see, now there's a Junkrat in your face and you don't have reflect, right?
His boot made us a auto shot, though.
Yeah, you take damage and you have to dash. Now you're down, another cooldown, so you have to play safe. Essentially, when you don't have those cooldowns, you have to play safe, and you don't always want to force to play safe when you can miss opportunities that way.
2 times shot, Genji.
So now you don't have reflect, and now you want to engage, and people are dying. So if you would have played a bit more passively and been a bit more careful with your usage, you could have maybe saved your hog here and actually engaged once lamp went down.
Okay.
What is that Reinhardt doing?
He's grouping. Reinhardt's doing exactly what he should be doing.
His internet. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, that feels bad.
No,
It's fine, it canceled the match. I don't care.
Is this match end? Oh, that's
Oh, he joined back. That sucks.
Okay, let's go on the next match. Okay, so this team's pretty similar. You have a Reaper though instead of a Soldier who can push a bit more with you. Plus you have Zarya who can kind of save your asses if you're too deep. So this is looking a bit better. I'd still probably prefer it to be Soldier, but just having Zarya here is really good.
Alright, we got this, guys. Zarya, I'm gonna dive in as much as I can for you. Bubble me as much as you can, because we're gonna dive in and give you some juicy.
So, I don't know what's happening to your FPS. Okay, so what you said there, I don't know if you played much Zarya or Ryan, but you should be thinking that you are never gonna get a bubble. Because in my mind, because I play a lot of roles, when I play Zarya, I will almost never bubble a Genji unless he's like about to die. Like, just how Ryan Zarya works, if Ryan doesn't get at least 80% of her bubbles, if not more, you just lose. Like, bubbles on Ryan is essential to how he works. And so if you're taking bubbles from your Ryan, no matter how much value you're getting, like, it's just not as consistent. Essentially, whenever you want that bubble, you just use Reflect, right? So they have Bastion again. It's weird that there's so much Bastion. We'll just watch this. So this is what I mean. In situations here where, because you weren't running dive, if you go in, you put yourself in a 1v4 situation. And you get annihilated, right? No matter how good your mechanical skills
Watch
are,
Bastion, watch Bastion.
you will just die. Like, even a GM, if he dashed in there, he wouldn't be able to clutch that. He would just die.
It's 4v6 right now.
I assume this is just FPS you're referring to. Now it's fine. Weird. So, this is kind of a grouping problem right now. If I go back just a bit. So, I'm going to pause and show you where everyone is here. We have a Zarya over there. We have, I think, a Pharah, an Ana, and then there's someone way on the right. So, Zarya is about to die. Zarya is dead. I don't know who that is. Maybe. Reaper. Reaper dies. So, this is a lost fight at this point. Poking everything is stupid. Whatever you do,
Hold up
like,
point.
if anyone else gets picked, they're just staggering, right?
There you go.
If he had better aim, he would have died there. He didn't have the fight. Okay, well, that's a huge shatter. You could have went for the headshot on Lucio, but it doesn't really matter. He's still famous. So, let's watch this again. I think there's 3 on point here. You've killed the Rhine. You dash that person. You're down Lucio. It's just a hog. Someone, your honor dies. So it's kind of questionable if you needed Blade Dash. You know what I mean?
I fucked up that blade really hard. I couldn't find the Ana.
That's actually not even as big of a deal as, like, blading in situations where you think you can just kill everyone and win the fight that's what's going to hurt you more. Because now you might have capped that point already. In fact, they were at 0, so even if you lost that fight, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Whereas then if you would have saved it, you could just blade here, which essentially gains yourself another like 20% of the objective, right, if you win the fight. So this is good. Bastion's by himself. Dive on him.
Oh my god.
You gotta be
Yeah, they're all...
quick with your escapes, and this is what I mean about like using your dash to engage. Your dash should really be only used on people that are like 50% or less, or that you're extremely confident you can kill them with your mechanical skills. Sorry, I just want to find this. So right here, as soon as you've used your dash and you've used your reflect, and there's an Ana looking at you, you can go out, grab the health pack behind you, and go out this door and leave. Instead, you try and double jump.
Oh my god.
You didn't grab the health pack, and you could have just line of sighted through
They're all...
it.
It's cool, man. They were all on me.
So that's a bit of a pathing issue. Like, you could have used cover for your escape, but you kind of just like jumped out in the open where 2 kids can.
I return to the fight.
I probably shouldn't have been diving in. I dive in too much. It's not that. Could do that though.
I shattered.
So that was good. That was the most Genji thing you've done there. So what? I'm not gonna go too much into mechanics, but we will just analyze this quickly to look what you could have done better. Right clicking there is okay, I guess. But the thing is, Bastion's a big target, so
I probably shouldn't have been diving in. I dive in too much. Stop that.
But you could have potentially the left click and maybe one head.
Could do that though.
I shattered.
The melee there was really good. Kind of just lose them a bit there, but it's fine. Meleeing after right click, obviously, like that takes a lot of just a lot of work. It takes a lot out of you doing it every time, but if you just train yourself to always do that combo, like you'll just do so much more damage. So that dash was good, other than the fact that he breaks. So that's kind of just anticipation of what your enemy is going to do. Like he was half health, so it was good. Yeah, go for the on and not right. That reflect was good.
Lucio rocking around. Lucio on top, guys. Lucio on top.
Oh, you feel bad about this happens to everyone occasionally. So what I would recommend though is if there's anyone other than Lucio, kill them first. When Lucio's doing this, he's doing almost nothing. Like his heal isn't that annoying. Like he only wants
I got him.
that when everyone's focusing him. Good dash on him at the end. Nice headshot on Reaper.
Same guys from my last game.
Okay, so this is a huge bubble yours already landed. Where you just were before this, you could have just held there with Ryan and kind of just spam shurikens in through here and to the left and kind of just use that wall as cover. Here you're kind of just like running face first into 3, you know, and go god mode and win. But I guess you planned on reflection, so it's all good. You got quite a bit all charged there too, so. This is good. Junkrat gets out of position, you take it down easy. There's an on in here, yeah.
Kill.
So, I do that too, actually, and it's a really bad habit to have. When you're reloading, just reload. You need to just reload it, because I think melee 3 times there, you would have reload, you could have been right-clicking.
Yeah, I know what. Nice
That
guy.
was good, though. I'm just curious, your alt. Whoops. So yeah, you're doing good. Reaper and Ryan beat you, so you're the 3rd and 4th ult. Ult percentages actually can be a better way of telling how good you're doing than just actual medals. This is actually really good, 2 deaths. That's like when you play any character, really the thing that you should be aiming for, the most important number out of all of these is low deaths. That's just, if you're not dying and doing something and always just being present, playing your role, that's huge. So you'll have Nano Blade here.
Nice guys. I have Blade.
So here you can push up a bit and just spam shurikens and farm your ult.
Have a May.
You want to get it before the fight starts, right? Fire strikes like that, always reflect those. Reflecting fire strikes like that does so, like, maybe not here because you're full charge anyways, but you can get so much ult charge. Like at the first fire strike of every round, you can just reflect that into the whole team and get so much fucking ult charge off it.
I know when they push in, Nano Blade.
Yep.
Actually, give me now.
Awkward FPS. Okay, so let's watch it again. It's pretty good.
Nano, when they push in, Nano Blade. Actually, give me now.
So one thing I would suggest before you plant Blade, maybe you just know it, but I personally can't remember what the team's playing because I don't know, you haven't been pressing tab that much. I suggest pressing tab in that moment right before, like right before they pushed up here. Look at their team and think about what abilities could fuck up my Blade. Does Zarya have personal bubble? Does she have ally bubble? Do they have an Ana? Do they have a sleep? Do they have a McCree? You have to think about all these cooldowns, and instead of just kind of rushing, be like, let's do it. Yes, you want it all quick and at the start of the fight, but sometimes just waiting like 5 seconds to see if would like to see what cooldowns they use to plan it out can help you so much.
Give me now.
So another thing is you dash here, which is good because you have cover. She uses bubble, so obviously you don't want to go for her, and I think that she used her ally on Ryan, so that's why you're able to kill them. Sometimes I like to arrive having Blade out already, because as you get higher in ranks, this animation of pulling out Blade, that's like 2 seconds where you're just like, you can't do anything. You're just like a helpless drowning turtle, right? And if you got flashbanged or slept right now, you would be dead. So whereas if you show up with the Blade out and Nano already, you can start insta-killing people, and now that they know you're here, this pillar actually is saving you so much. If this wasn't here, you would be incredibly vulnerable right now. But everyone's gonna use their cooldowns right away on your first dash, like whoever you go for. So you want to be in and out of that first dash as soon as possible. So you want to show up, get your dash off, and get out. So you did the combo there, which is good. The Junkrat just died. And yeah, you just killed him. So good stuff. It's pretty much how it's done. Yeah, if that pillar wasn't there though, you might have slept. But that's
Nice.
I don't know if you planned it, but that's what you want to kind of do. You want to use cover and dash into safe spots where only like one person can see you. Health pack. Good got it. Stealing health packs from opponents' side is a really good thing to do.
I will. Just do it.
So, right there. That Blade. Little things like that as you go up. That pressing Q there just through your next fight. Everything you did before was great, but you just got like too hyped up and you just wanted to like...
Told you to just do it.
So, you just didn't need the Blade. The Blade did nothing. Great. That was very impressive. You might die, but you know what? It was probably worth it.
They're not gonna make it.
At a higher rank, though, you might have got punished for that, but you're right to push up because they're not gonna make it. Holy shit! How many did you send me? Okay, the loss is at the end. Alright, I'll do one more for you, I guess. I'll tell you don't warrant mechanics, I guess.
Can you all speak?
I wish you pressed tab more.
Chris is won by a mini.
So, I know that you have Zen. I didn't see the whole comp, but even if you can ask him to call out discords, but a lot of time they won't. Just really try and keep an eye out, because someone discorded at full health is much then maybe you can just dash combo kill them, if you're confident in your mechanics. Like Discords as Genji is your best friend, because Genji does a lot of burst damage that, if done perfectly, can insta-kill people, but very rarely is it done perfectly. It's usually done in a mediocre, like kind of sloppy, unless you're like GM, and so it usually gets people half health. But with Discord, that can usually just clean up the kill.
And
So reflecting orbs is really good, but obviously like no one was here, so it's kind
I
of
have
just
a
a waste.
orb.
Really don't.
Just to do.
And now, if this hog has hook, since you reflected that orb, you dead. Good dash. Worth it. But now you need to play safe. So, right there though,
One
watch how
down
many times you right click and how little value you
and I
get.
have a orb.
Really don't.
See, you got 3 hit markers.
Just
3
to
hit
do.
markers. 0. Maybe 3 there, or might have just been 1. So that just shows you in poking phases, left click is so much better. You'll build way more ult charge, you'll do more poke, you'll get more random headshots. Like a lot of these
Orb's
left clicks
half.
aren't doing much.
A mini.
Or right clicks,
He's
sorry.
dead.
So this is good what you're doing. You're actually healing for your team right now.
He's one.
So you could have maybe saved
Literally
the
just shoot the fucking thing in the Oh boy.
You had the right thought there, though. You didn't really need to dash, I think. Let's watch it again. I think you dash on him.
Really don't.
Just to do. Corb's half. A mini. He's dead.
So you see him teleport up. Right there, you could have wall climbed up here. You dash, doesn't hit anything, so even if you kill him, you won't get a reset. See, and as soon as the soldier died and you saw no one was paying attention to him,
He's
you get
one.
this 1v1, if you want to use dash, you
Literally
just
just
dash
shoot the
away. Right there. You get hit once and go down 85, dash out. Could dashed over here, got health back.
Fucking thing in the Oh boy.
You're forgetting it's a Reaper. He can one clip me.
I know, but he was 2 bars. He was like 50 health.
So Hog's great for building alt charge, but you don't want to get too distracted by him. Another thing you want to be doing with Genji is you want to be scouting. So just like in these poke phases, you can be double jumping and just looking where everyone is. And this is super important when you're playing dive, because you can generally be the person that knows where everyone is and call, let's dive this person. They're kind of by themselves. So you should be kind of thinking, okay, when's this fight gonna start? Who am I gonna go for?
Huge.
Who should I go for?
Where the fuck did he go?
It was running 12 on points only.
One down.
You got that stand turret.
Yeah, turret's dead. Huge.
This is good.
I got Hogs one,
Wanna
Hogs
kill
one, Hogs
Hogs
one.
while they're ulting. Doesn't really matter.
That's just
Your
good
team
though.
had lost the fight at that point.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at their team. They only have a hog.
So yeah, that's good for you. That generally means you shouldn't be paying too much attention to the hog, right? Look at this team. Who can you kill easily? Moira can fuck you up if you don't have good mechanics. You need to be careful about this. If they're playing together, diving them can be suicide. You need to, in Moira, the best way to beat her is staying out of her range and actually left clicking her until she gets low, then just dashing in and killing her. Tracer, you kind of want to deal with later in the fight. You want to fight Tracers around corners when you have Reflect up. Torb, when he doesn't have his E ability or whatever that makes him super tanky, he's one of the easiest picks for you. So if you see this guy use that ability, play safe. As soon as right after, when it ends, as soon as he's in a bad spot, you can probably just dive him and kill him. Zen, if he's in a bad spot, not being guarded by Moira and can't get heals, easiest kill in the game. Reaper is actually pretty easy. If you play it right, you need to have Reflect up you need to dodge his shots. And Hog, essentially, you should only be going for if he's like last person, if he's used take a breather, if he's antied, or if you're just building all charge.
Yeah.
So you have Blade, you have Whole Hog. If you Blade while they're being Whole Hog, that's usually pretty terrible for you, so watch out for that. They have no protection from Shatter.
Hey, can one of you target the Zen for me? Because I can't go in there with that turn.
Let's go back at your team. Can someone target the Zen? Who do you think is best to target Zen here? Soldier? Zen? It's pretty good. Yeah, maybe you can hook. They don't have a shield. So yeah, it's a good call to make. A better one, just so your team doesn't flame you, because the thing that they're gonna say now probably is they're gonna be like, you're Genji, why don't you target the Zen? So you can just say, let's force trance.
Yeah.
Hey, can one of you target the Zen for me? Because I can't go in there with that turn.
Okay.
I got the Tracer no recall.
So this is a recon phase. You want to find out where everyone is before you Blade. You want to find out where that turret is. You want to left click the turret to death. You want to watch for cooldowns.
Fake group, don't split off.
The Reaper isn't really killable. Just ignore him. Now you can see the turret. It's right there. So you can maybe go to the right here and spam it from up there, then get free Blade.
I got the Torb.
Turret half.
I get the first.
I'm liking this.
Thank you. I'm gonna get that Zen. Zen's dead.
Okay, look at kill feed, please. Right here, because I really hope you don't Blade this. Turret's down, Zen's dead, Tracer's done.
Did he really just do that?
That feels bad. But look what happened.
I'm gonna get that Zen. Zen's dead.
So I guess you thought deflect was on cooldown. But yeah, it comes up right as you dash, so I guess you couldn't do much. I wonder what did you use? Reflect. Oh, you used reflect on the turret. Yeah, that's just kind of unfortunate.
Come on, guys.
Hog could have hooked them. Someone could have done something. But you just want to stay away from Reaper's another character. You don't really want to right click. You want to stay away and just let them. Good reflect. One thing that you should train yourself to do, essentially when you use reflect, just a little thing, start just standing still immediately. As soon as you press that button, stand still. Focus on your aim. You're pretty much unkillable, so you might as well actually get the max out of the damage you're reflecting. So like, let's watch what you reflect on that Tracer. Because this is one of the best ways to kill Tracer. Goes over here. She left pretty quick, so you couldn't have got that much. But yeah, just as soon as you press it, stand still. So here, I think you were just getting frustrated because you hadn't used your ult. They're kind of winning. You feel like you have to pull something off, but you kind of forgot about Zen. You went for a Tracer first that can blink away. Good on you for not dying though. A lot of people will just like kind of give up and die with the blade, which makes no sense. Like, you're just gonna get no value. So she used bait, so you stay on her.
Zen's one.
There. Health back to your right. You missed. Oh no, sorry, I don't know this map. It's over here, I think.
Okay. Don't know how she went through her recall while stunned.
Get the Zen turret, get the Zen turret. We need somebody to focus it down.
I'm not getting like any heals at all.
Yeah, I said at 50 health that entire fight.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they have a lever.
I mean, it's still not bad.
He came back.
So you can see how
That Reaper was just tearing us apart.
I wonder if you kind of
Akron, you're not supposed to be with us.
specific heroes and specific comps, like they had a Reaper and a Moira that seemed a bit more
So we-
challenging.
The monkey, maybe not the monkey.
And a
Just
Torp.
because they have a Reaper.
And which Reaper's actually not that good against Genji, but Moira and Torp can be very annoying.
Okay, then what should
Yeah.
I do?
Very safely.
Shield
and
protect.
Yeah.
slowly. So this is a good warp turret, like somehow you miss it, it's kind of bullshit.
This one's with you.
Bad dash.
Okay, you do it.
But you got
Good
it.
job.
Turret's up ahead.
Yeah, I'm killing it. I'm killing it.
One down.
Okay.
Do you think he'd play person?
I need heals. Like,
So tracers, generally, two common things I've noticed from you. You when you see a target and you're like, I'm gonna kill that person, you dash them immediately. You like swap that around and think the other way. I'm gonna spam them with shurikens. If you happen to land some good shots and they go low, dash in, melee, do some type of combo, whatever, finish them off. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you right click way too much. You treat Genji's right click like it's his primary fire when, and I know at times many times it's better, but don't just, so what I would recommend is go in a quick play game and spend a whole couple games only left clicking and maybe dashing. That's it. Just left click and dash, left click and dash, and just get really used to it. Get you, because like when you're in close range, you can hit left clicks too. Right click is almost like, think of it as like a throwable melee. Like the range that you want to be right clicking people is like you can almost melee them, and that's one of the reasons when you right click is because you can do the right click melee combo, the animation cancel, right? So tracers, I know it may seem easier to like at least hit them with a shuriken by right clicking, but you will actually do significant damage to them if you land some left clicks on them. Especially if you just keep your crosshair at head height, you can just land ridiculous headshots. Like you can actually, I'm pretty sure, 3 headshot shurikens just kill a tracer. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but
I do that.
He was. Persuasion was playing her.
Because the problem is mobility. Ana doesn't really have anything to go against Tracer or Reaper.
Except the anti-nade. Other than that, that's it. If
Died like first.
Oh, he's won.
so yeah, that's a good way to kill a tracer. You had the right kind of sentiment here.
if
It's gonna come around here. So what you do is you stand right at that corner.
Oh, he's
and you
won.
time it, so you right click their head, and then deflect right after. But you went for your
Or like a
honor, so
break.
it might not work, but- and you were a little slow. You weren't quite there.
Here,
I need heals.
No more heals.
Don't chase it. It's not worth it. Wasting your time.
oh, okay.
No more heals.
we're not coordinated.
Is your team not coordinated, or are you not coordinated with them? I know you were trying to protect your Ana there, but your team pushed up, and you want to be on the front lines for sure. There's better people that can peel. Peeling is good, but it's all timing, right? Good dash, dashing like that I like.
Fisher's dead.
Tracer's dead. So, a huge concern of yours is now dead. You just spent the last, like, 60% of this, maybe, like, at least 30% trying to kill the Tracer. She's dead. So, you have Blade. What's your next concern? They have a turret. Okay? So, you can look at the turret and you can say, maybe I can blade and line of sight the turret so it doesn't kill me, or you can kill it.
I'm gonna blade. I'm gonna blade.
No wraith, no wraith. Hog one, hog one.
No, he's not.
So yeah, I guess you just forgot there Zen, forgot he had trance. So what you want to be doing in these situations is you want to do these super long flings, right? You go all the way around, you crouch walk, you do whatever, you find where that Zen is, you wait for an opportunity and you kill him. As soon as he's dead, you can blade, right? You just have to be sneaky about it. You can't just be with your team and dash straight into him, you'll get destroyed, right? You go around and you surprise him. You come from behind, you just take him out, you blade. So what else happened during this blade? The Moira fade, that was the other big thing. So you have 2 picks here. I think you're 2 down too, so it's ready to blade. But she's got a Zen Orb.
No wraith.
You haven't seen her use Wraith. Wait, do they say no Wraith?
I'm gonna blade.
Reaper no wraith, Reaper no wraith.
Oh, Reaper no Wraith. Sorry, I'm confusing Wraith and Fade. So essentially, this is once again where you want to be pressing tab and thinking about things that could fuck up your blade. Because if you don't get a dash reset, you consider the blade over, right? So if you dive for a Moira first and she just has Fade, your blade's done if you use your dash, right? Luckily you dashed her first, then pulled it out, so you do still have a dash, but then he trances, so it's too late. So if you haven't seen someone use a cooldown like Fade, then you just have to assume they have it, right? So in this situation when they have Moira Zen, who are very killable by blade, you have to stand there and poke and think about, does he have trance and does she have Fade? As soon as you see her use Fade, you can go in assuming he doesn't have trance.
Hog one, hog one.
No, he's not.
You're right to go for the Zen here. Easy pick. Okay, so one thing I'll say about aiming, especially when you have reflect up, and I struggled with this for a long time. Jumping can be your enemy. Sure, it makes you harder to hit, but sometimes it's making shots harder than they need to be. So when you get a drop on a Zen and he's this low, look, what's the chance of him killing you right now? Look how low he is, look how low you are, or you're full health. So you don't really need to be doing all these crazy dodges, plus you're reflecting right now. You could just be standing, you could just be walking into his face and he would just kill himself, right? The fact that you're jumping around while reflecting is making it harder for him to hit you, so you're not doing damage back, right?
This is dead. Okay, don't let this Reaper kill us.
I'll try to focus him as much as I can.
Immediately focus him. Immediately focus him.
See how much value you got off that left click? You got like 2 or 3 headshots. You got like 7% ult charge.
Mars half, and it heals. Woo.
So when Torb's ult, if you reflect, you want to try and reflect that.
Why am I negated?
Even if it didn't kill any of your team, half the time you can just reflect a Torb ult and kill him with it.
Zen's one, Zen's one.
And that's what I mean. Look how squishy that guy is when he doesn't have his ability. Good job. They were all low, but
No problem. That's what happens when I get some fucking heals. I'll pop off for you.
I need heals.
Okay.
I know you're hyped up, but saying things like that
No more
can
heals.
toxicity.
On a nano blade.
Careful.
Reaper has
Make sure. Yeah, Reaper's gonna have his ult, so he didn't use it last time.
So I think it happens to you again here.
I need heals.
Okay.
No more heals.
So
On a nano blade.
So don't dash straight at people. Generally, you want to dash high into the air. It'll avoid you from damage, and then you can look down and see where everyone is. And this game's very generous about being able to control where you move while you're falling, so you can fall onto someone's head and just kill them. And if you just start doing this, this will help your blades a lot, and it won't become a problem till like mid diamond when Anas get really good and start sleeping you in the air. But otherwise, like dashing straight up in the air, getting as much height as you can, then pulling out the blade, resetting the dash, and when you drop on them, you don't want to dash again. You just drop on them, kill someone, just because if you drop on them, say a Moira, you swing once, and then they fade away, you still have that dash. Now you dash and kill her, and then you have another reset. So, essentially, like this Reaper rate.
I'll pop off for you.
I need heals.
Okay.
No more heals.
On a nano blade.
So you should assume they have all cooldowns here. So if you go for Reaper, he's just gonna wraith away from you. Tracer can blink away, she's got recall. Moira has fade. So you have no dashes here. So what you, in case you didn't know, Genji moves slightly quicker than every character in the game, Genji and Tracer. Additionally, while he has Dragon Blade out, he moves even quicker. So in situations like this where you fuck up your dash, what you want to do is probably just reflect right up. Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't see that you were about to get dash reset.
Make sure. Yeah,
Even there though, it might not have been worth that. You could have maybe just reflected, walked up to that Tracer and killed it.
Yeah, Reaper's gonna have his ult, so he didn't use it last time.
Kind of just like their combined blinks, recalls, wraith, and fade keep you from getting anything there.
Let me get this pick.
Tracer's behind.
I think you spend a little too much time
Okay, I got Reaper.
with hogs. Try and ignore them more. Just deal with the people that you can actually kill.
Huge. Maybe didn't need that, but it's okay. Here again, G, make sure you come back for heals if you need.
I got Moira.
Pretty good
Yeah,
work,
nice,
but
nice.
Reaper has ult. Watch out.
He's dead. Woo!
alright, so you tightened up. Let's see why you lose.
Depends.
Go Lucio. Yeah, one man. You don't need to. You already have
I like that you were just left clicking there and not hit anything, but it's the right idea.
I'm on Reaper. He's above.
They have Bastion.
So you just want to play safe here, wait for cooldowns, and you might be able to kill him. It's hard to dive Bastions with our Winston Diva though. You have to perfectly do your reflect, and if he has half a brain, you'll just probably lose. So you generally just want one.
Oh, shit.
Reaper is above behind us.
See the fact that, yeah, you know cooldowns, you can really die.
Watch out behind.
That's how dive is maybe not now because BAP is kind of annoying, but dive has always been the way to beat Bastion, and the most important thing when you run Winston Diva Genji is avoiding poke damage and saving your cooldowns before you finally dive. The way people always fuck it up is Winston drops bubble because he's taking a bunch of damage. Diva starts defense matrixing. One of them has to jump because they're about to die. So you want to take the path that gets you as close to the Bastion without taking damage, and then just jump on them with all your cooldowns and all your health.
We gotta change up our tanks.
Yeah, we may need to.
What were you? Probably not the problem.
Oh, Mora's one. Come on. Kid, you gotta be on the Bastion ASAP.
Kind of hard when I got 2 people on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
So what?
People are pretty nice.
I have my deadeye.
Go side, right side.
Reaper up top, Reaper up top.
I don't know how to kill Reaper now. There, I don't know how it works, and I need to look into that because I know you can't like headshot him until right after anymore. So it's kind of weird. What I would recommend is just go directly in front of it and turn on reflect right after, and then just dash out when reflect ends, unless you can finish.
Reaper up top. And Ash got me.
That's kind of just unlucky.
Reaper still up top, guys.
Let me see if I can.
Let's just push on blinds.
You waste dash on Hog, who you can't kill. You know what I mean? Like once again, like Hog's your last target. You need to press tab and look at their team and say, in a perfect world, if I could kill all these people, what order should I kill them in? And Hog is almost always last. You want to kill him in 6v1 situations, because even in a 3v1 situation, Hog heal is so good that he can like take forever to kill, right? And then you didn't know where Bastion was, so you get melted.
You're gonna have to move.
Bastion, oh my
Your whole
fault.
team was going right, so like there was no reason
Got it.
not to be with them.
Reaper's behind.
You know, you could have been fighting this Reaper with your team, and this is like a 4v1, you know what I mean? And you could have been reflecting this.
He's dead.
Yeah, we should probably have a break.
Yeah.
Should you? I don't know if it helped that much, but I guess at this rank you can't kill a Reaper. Let's see what their comp is. So, interesting. You have this. Really, what would help you more is a Lucio. Lucio can boop a Reaper away, give you space for your Diva, Orisa, and McCree to actually just kill him. It helps. Lucio would help you engage on the Bastion a bit more. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to go into comp picks too much because like you can get to at least high plat diamond with just mechanics alone. So mechanics and game sense, right?
Let's just push the point.
Can you get the back?
Reaper up top, Reaper up top. Yeah, I can get Bastion.
Near me,
I would kill the Reaper after the Wraith.
Get the
Good.
Bastion.
So that's actually really unfortunate. You did the combo, and the first Blade Slash killed him. It's hard to plan for shit like that, and kind of just fucks up
Nice,
the
that's
play,
huge.
so it's unfortunate. But you got the important pick. So who should you be going for? This person's really fucking low, but they're gonna be protected by Diva and Hog in a sec. Zen, and you could peel to the right, because right now, I know your team's right here, but this guy's about to look at you, and you're in a really bad spot. So you have Reflect, you can pace to the right and Reflect and get the fuck out of here. That worked too.
Can you get on the point, guys? Don't have to
This one on.
Be quick about it.
What the fuck are you there?
You've Discord right now, so you might want to wait for it to run off or play safe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
'Cause, yeah, that Moira orb, while you're discorded, that does a lot of damage. So there's an animation cancel there that would help you kill her. I will send it to that. Crit box, left click it.
point.
Nice. You stood still. Look how much value you got off that recon.
Zarya is one.
Huge.
Right, red coming
Best
behind.
of everything you just sent me, that was the best play.
I need help, 3%.
Oh my god, I almost got killed by the fucking train.
They haven't made out so bad.
So now you want stage. You have Blade. You want to get on top of this building, find out where everyone is, probably drop on the Zen,
That's
kill the
fine.
Zen, then Blade.
I have pulse.
Anna, let me know.
You can crouch and be careful so they don't know you're here because you want to drop on the back line, take them out, right?
You ready for? Let me know. I'm upstairs.
Okay, well, made no cryo. Oh,
Alternatively, you can, if you think you're a god, you can do the harder version of Blade through trance if you have nano, because you can slash dash through trance, but if you fuck up one of your dashes, it's over, right? So, and they have a Mei, so if you try and slash dash her and she's quick enough to ice block, your Blade's over.
okay, that works.
Anna, you ready?
Reaper coming behind.
Zen's by himself. I would
Wait, reload.
Heals, I'm 4 HP.
Force trance. What the fuck is a hog coming at 10 seconds late?
So yeah, they had 2 ults, could only have fucking one. Kinda just lose.
I tried stalling.
So yeah, the biggest thing in this game is
I got instantly muted.
fights if your blades didn't get trans, right?
It was a close game though. Good try, guys.
It was pretty close, so good on you. Don't feel bad. Almost everything I said is like common mistakes everyone makes. Like even this shit, I make these mistakes all the time. You just gotta be aware of them, and then you know the hardest part's actually, you know, not making them in game. So you have to think a lot and like really like pressing that tab as Genji is huge. Just thinking about what abilities I need to be concerned about, and then just kind of like play poke Genji. Think about watch what abilities they're using, and then when you see those opportunities where you can just dive in and kill people, that's when you do it, right? But yeah, I'll send you the animation cancel video, and the only other thing is practice your left clicks.